It is tribute to power. The sacrificial logic makes sense if the God in question is not the eternal source but a ruler demanding control. It makes no sense if the God is infinite love. This is why Gnostic Christians rejected sacrifice theology. To them, the resurrection was not about blood appeasement, but about awakening, victory over the archons, proof that spirit transcends the prison of matter. In John 8:44, he tells the Pharisees, "You are of your father, the devil." In the Gnostic reading, it is a direct accusation. The God of the Pharisees, the God of law, wrath, and sacrifice, is not the true Father, but the Demiurge, the deceiver. In the Gospel of Mary and the Gospel of Judas, this theme is even clearer. Jesus is the revealer of hidden knowledge, opposed by the archons, the cosmic rulers who enforce ignorance and submission. His role is not to uphold sacrifice, but to free humanity from it. When we step back from theology and look at patterns across ancient religion, Jesus is not unique. His story mirrors older solar deities remembered for dying and rising, for bringing renewal through cycles of light and darkness. Mithras, Horus, Krishna, Dionysus, each is born under a sign in the heavens. Each performs wonders. Each descends into death and rises again after 3 days. These parallels aren't coincidence. They reflect the movements of the sun itself, disappearing at the solstice and returning with new strength. When we put these pieces together, the official picture begins to collapse. The Jewish prophecies were stitched onto his life after the fact to present him as Messiah. The sacrifice at Calvary was not the will of a true God, but the logic of an older system of control where blood was always demanded. And Jesus himself pointed away from that God, but speaking only of Abba, and warning that the rulers of this world serve their father, the devil. This makes sense if Yahweh is not the supreme creator, but one of the Anunnaki, specifically Enlil, the punisher who demanded obedience and sacrifice. Under Enlil's rule, humanity was made to feel unworthy, sinful by nature, in need of blood to buy forgiveness. If that is the God at the center of sacrifice theology, then the world has been deceived. The true God would not demand slaughter, the Demiurge would. And Jesus may have been the liberator who came to expose the fraud. His message was not about guilt, but about hidden divinity already present in humanity. In this light, the crucifixion was not God's requirement, but empire's response, an attempt to silence a teacher who threatened to free people from the control of priests and rulers alike.